I think I honestly, I don't even know how, like, I'll have to like do a poll or something, figure out if anyone even watches the intro. Like, why does it even matter? We just say the same thing. Whether tuning in. Should we do a thing?
I don't feel like we really need to.
Yeah. All right. Well, let's just start talking.
Yeah. I mean,
we're doing a trading tangent today. Welcome. It's been a minute.
That's an intro.
Well, it's not the normal intro.
No, you're right. So, still an intro though.
Yeah. Let's do an outro then. All right. We'll see you guys next time.
All right. Thanks for tuning in. Bye, Mom.
Got him. They'll never know it hit them. All right, for real though. Okay. Trading tangent. We got some things to talk about today, I think.
Yeah, it's been a while. There's a lot going on.
Yeah, this world, it is a crazy world. A lot of insane things going on.
A lot of people cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs.
Yeah, well, not those. Well, are those going to go away? What is RFK Jr. up to?
I don't know.
He's gone radio silent. He's working on something.
Everybody's gone radio silent.
Yeah, because they got into office and now they're
doing their jobs.
I'm jumping the gun. But yeah, I got some few choice things for certain people who got their positions. Yeah. Should we? I don't want to just go right into it. I mean, let's
go right into it.
Let's tease a little bit. Let's tease.
I have no idea what your
topic. I know.
What you're going to get into.
Teasing you.
You're teasing me a little bit.
Yeah. So,
the suspense is killing me.
What's going on at the box office?
No, I just actually went and saw Jurassic Park last night.
How was it? Any good?
It's all right. It's good. It's a good movie.
I feel like all the time they're like, just breaking box office records. And I'm like, yeah, but is it Titanic? I don't think so.
No, I mean, did it break box office records?
I don't know. I saw it had like a huge domestic, or was it domestic or foreign? I don't know.
I mean, it was
like 300 and something million.
So it was good for what it is. It's probably one of the better movies I've seen out in a while. Dune 2 was amazing, but there was a bunch of mutant dinosaurs in there, though. Doesn't really do it. Not a bunch, but there was like a couple of them. And that just doesn't really do it for me. Because Jurassic Park's my childhood. So,
ruining it.
Yeah, in my opinion.
You're ruining it.
But for kids these days, I guess it might be a good movie.
They're like, dinosaurs, those are boring.
I mean, it still had some of the classic Jurassic Park moments in it, and there's a little bit of comedy in there too. Like it was all around a good movie. It just wasn't Jurassic Park I remember, but
that's fair.
It's worth going to see. I'll say that. But anyways, that's what's new in the box office.
I was gonna say I have not seen a movie in theaters in a long time. I think Top Gun was the most recent one.
Yeah, see, I think Dune 2 was the one before that I saw, which was a year ago, which was amazing. And before that was Smile.
Oh, that creepy one.
Horrible.
Yeah, I bet
it was horrible.
Yeah, those ones are rough. Whenever they make those new horror movies, and it's like, is this The Conjuring? No, not The Conjuring.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't know how The Conjuring managed to be the scary
movie, yeah,
series. That Sinister's pretty good.
I don't think I saw that.
That's the one with the kids that kill people.
Oh, okay. So
he's like a writer / investigator. He's trying to figure out what's going on with all these murders for his next novel or something. And then he realizes these kids are killing their parents, and it's like,
yikes.
Yeah, I don't know.
Sounds a little sinister.
Spoiler alert. Post fact.
If you don't know, now you know.
Yeah. I don't know.
I used to tell people I don't like scary movies because they're predictable, but really I used to get scared.
That's fair.
Yeah. They'd be like, I don't like them because they're like, you already know what's going to happen. Monster's going to come out. Some people are going to die. Somebody's going to survive. they're going to scare you.
Just jumps.
But really, I was just terrified.
I remember going to a scary movie, and I can't remember which one it was. I think it was one of not the Conjurings, but maybe Paranormal Activity. I don't know.
Those were good. I actually liked. Yeah. I liked the first couple.
I went to it in theaters with some friends in high school
because they were different. They were different. It was something new.
Yeah. And I went and Logan. Yeah, buddy Logan. We're sitting there, and I can't remember the context, but it was somewhere in the movie. It was a serious moment, and they stab something through the guy's hand, and he just goes in the quiet theater after this big gory thing. He just goes, "Firmly grasp it." Because SpongeBob, when Patrick shoves the jellyfish net through Squidward's hand. Yeah. And I'm telling you, everyone just it was that, and then just a whole section just burst out laughing.
That's
it
funny.
ruined the rest of the movie. It was not scary after that.
That's
it was,
hilarious.
That was
Yeah.
great. Yeah, that was. Oh man, that was a long time ago.
Mm.
But yeah, I don't really go see movies that much.
I used to all the time. It used to be one of my favorite things to do.
I feel like the movie culture. I feel like the theaters. I'd like to see stats on that, how they're doing.
Oh,
I feel
not
like,
good.
Yeah, I figure they're
Not good. Because we went at like 7:30, brand new movie. I was like, oh, it's going to be packed. It was like half full.
Yeah, nobody goes and
No.
sees movies. They're trying all those like packages and like half the ads now that you see at the beginning is just that movie theater. I feel like.
Yeah, right. For real.
Like they're just like, oh, look at what we offer.
Yeah.
Next ad. Hey guys, we're back.
Yeah.
Sure,
We offer
you want to
this.
buy our membership? Third one. Hey guys, we have a drink membership. It's
Yeah.
like, can't you just all say this at the beginning and be done?
I mean, how many like the theater companies are even around anymore? Like
I don't
all
even
I've seen
know.
is AMC. I mean, you got those like the dollar theaters that have show like the old stuff.
I don't know. Yeah.
Because they used to have like Cinemark and well, it's actually the only other one I know. LOL.
Yeah, that's all I can think of. Cinemark and AMC, and I didn't even go to AMC that much. It was Cinemark or whatever. I don't know.
They can't be doing good though.
No, there's no way. No way.
Because you don't even see like a lot of
COVID. COVID killed
no,
them.
it did.
Yeah.
100%.
Movie theaters are like, hey guys, please, can we lift up restrictions?
Yeah.
We are a necessity business. You
Right.
have to, what was it? What were they called? I forget.
Essential.
Essential. We're
Yeah.
essential.
We are an essential business. You know, we sell food.
Yeah.
We sell popcorn.
Yeah, snacks, candy that people totally aren't sneaking in on their own.
We wear masks.
Yeah, right. No, it's yeah. Movie theaters took a big hit on COVID. I bet.
Oh, 100%.
I don't have stats to back me up. I'm just talking. But
No, because something happened. Like AMC stock price dropped dramatically.
oh yeah.
So, yeah, no, it was bad. It was bad. And you don't see like trailers or commercials for movies anymore
Oh,
like
no.
you used to. It used to be every other.
That's because it's pharmaceutical companies now.
Yeah.
No, so here's something. I didn't really didn't want to talk about that, but tangent here. Pharmaceutical companies. I saw a big thing where like RFK Jr. was talking about how pharmaceutical companies have all these ads, right? They run all these ads, and you ever wonder like who's the ad for? Like I don't know a single person that's seen a pharmaceutical ad and goes, I am going to ask my doctor. Like,
Right.
that
Yeah.
doesn't happen. Like,
Yeah.
I don't know anybody that does that. Like, okay, Micah, just because you don't know anybody doesn't mean, okay, I'm sure there's a small group of people that actually call their doctor. But like, come on. Like, so then the theory is that, and this actually makes a lot of sense. I guess it's conspiracy theory. I don't know, but it makes sense. Basically, they're saying like, no, they actually just buy up all the ad space, so they have control over the network.
I knew where you were going.
Yeah.
Yeah, that makes sense. So you can't put a bunch of, I don't know.
Then you can't. Then your news anchors can't say things that they don't like.
Right. That, yeah. And you can't put a bunch of commercials for a gym up there, you know?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
You know, take our diabetic medicine, don't go to the gym. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, you know,
Exactly. I also love the caveats like
That's crazy.
don't take if allergic to.
Like, don't worry.
It's
Forget even cutting out the competition. Cut out everything else.
Yeah, it's like-
you know, that's crazy.
Yeah, it
That
was
makes
like
sense.
it's like basically him. Or I think RFK Jr. was saying it was basically like yeah, they're just like
It's a monopoly.
yeah, they're trying to own the network that they're on. And
Makes sense.
If they
So
control
they
the
just buy all
majority.
the ad space.
Yeah, they control. If they're the majority of the revenue coming in for them,
They're going to do what they say.
Yeah, you're not gonna question that. It's
Yeah.
like we gotta stay open. But I don't know. I mean, that's just a theory.
Hmm.
I don't know. I got questions about it though. That's for sure. Dude, there's so many little gnats in here.
Yeah.
It's annoying. Anyway,
They can't see them.
yeah, I know. I just look like a crazy guy
Yeah.
swatting stuff. But anyway, no, yeah, man, that was interesting because I was like, ooh, that's completely plausible.
Well, it's probable too.
Yeah. I have to see a stat on that before I share it, but I just shared it, but
I'd bet on it
yeah,
I'd
that's
bet on
fair.
without even knowing stats.
Yeah, I'd bet $5 for my free $50 first time bet on that.
Yeah.
Bet Kings Sports Draft, whatever those are. Do you
Yeah.
still use that?
No, well, I don't really follow any sports other than football. So whenever football season leaves, so do I. At least, but probably get back on it.
What's your takeaway?
Don't worry about it. Not good.
I remember the short period of time when you first started. You were coming to me like, "Yeah, I made $200. Yeah, I made."
Like at the beginning,
you were coming to me like, "I made all this money," and like you were almost trying to get. You weren't like actively trying to get me to download it, but you were like, "Yeah, you should check it out." And I was like, I'm good. I'm gonna lose my money the old-fashioned way. It's called the stock market. That's where I'm gonna gamble. And so
I do that too. That's bad.
Yeah, I know. Oof.
But what was I gonna say? Oh yeah, like I started out making good money because I was smart about it. I didn't place huge bets, and I didn't place bets on stuff I didn't know anything about. Like I kind of just bet on the Packers, right? Mm-hmm. And then I just like, oh, I can win, and then I got lucky one time and made it like won a couple grand after on like a $50 bet or something. I was like, oh yeah.
Ethan's like, I had the rush.
Yeah, and then I lost it all. And then some.
See, that's when you just take that money that you put into it out, and then you just roll with it. Just have fun with it.
Yeah.
Because I did day trading for a small bit when I was doing overnights, because it was like perfect. Like I'd get off work, go home. I have like an hour till the market opens, just chill, do some research, and then when the market opens, boom, buy, sell right away, boom, made money. I did that for a bit. Didn't make much. I made negligible. I couldn't I think I tripled my money, but I put only a couple $100 in. So it's like, yeah. And then I lost it all because I changed up jobs. I couldn't day trade at my computer anymore. So then I like tried to keep doing it on my phone. And like I was on my way to work, made a trade, got to work, lost service, forgot about it, checked back, and I lost everything. And I was like, yeah. Well, it looks like I'm done.
You know how many Supremacy 1914 games I lost like that?
Yeah.
Like, I'm going to invade them. I'm ready. And then I forget and I log back in. I'm like, oh,
crap.
Shit.
You've got me hooked on that.
That game is so fun.
I'm about to finish one match. I'm not going to get into it. It's boring.
No, not for this, but that's fun.
Afterwards, we got to have a war council.
Yeah, we do.
Make some decisions. Yeah. But anyway, this episode is brought to you by Supremacy 1914.
Yeah, BitRow. No, not BitRow.
I don't even know what it is. No, kidding. Yeah, kidding.
It's really non-affiliated.
Yeah. So I guess I will just kind of dive into what I wanted to talk about, because I got close with the RFK Jr. I don't know what he's up to.
You got close to him? Nice.
That would be cool. I would like to meet the guy. If I could listen to him. I don't know if I could listen to him talk for. It's tough.
It's tough.
It's like, are you hear about the new speech? No. No, couldn't get past the first 30 seconds.
Yeah,
which I feel bad, but I mean, it is. That's the only reason why he didn't get any traction.
Like, it makes me anxious. I'm like, because it's got to suck for him too.
Oh, it's got to hurt. Like I'm sitting there, like his throat's got to be throbbing right now.
It's not really the like annoying to listen to. It's like, man, that's got to be annoying for him. Yeah, is what I'm thinking whenever I'm listening to him. I'm like, damn, that sucks. Dude, just clear your throat. Like, come on, dude. Like, oh, it's got to be so awful. He gets up every
morning and does an inspirational speech to himself in the mirrr.
I was like, don't get that.
You got it.
Yeah. Sorry. I was like, have you never heard of like that Vicks vapor spray or whatever? Like, come on, man. I don't know.
Speaking of pharmaceutical ads, Vicks should get all over that.
Yeah.
No, so we touched on it earlier, kind of people doing their jobs. So this is really relevant in the news right now. There's a lot of stuff going on. Epstein list.
Triple B.
You heard any of that?
Epstein list, no.
Yeah, what's going on about it?
No, I mean, I've heard, like, I saw some stuff about
MAGA is basically I'm not going to fall into the term of just labeling. The current Trump appointees in those positions are in hot water right now.
Appointees in
all the
positions that he appointed?
DOJ and like FBI. So Kash Patel and the lady for the DOJ.
Pam Bondi?
Yeah. They're like they're not doing good right now.
Why?
And Trump's getting in hot water now too. I say that they don't really care. They never care. Politicians don't care. They never will.
Like what do you mean by hot water?
People are mad at them.
Okay, whatever.
But not just people. Their voter base Trump's voter base is mad at them.
Well, so he can't get reelected.
I know. So it doesn't. What's going on really doesn't carry any real weight. But there a lot of people are upset with.
So
them.
did they release the list?
There is no list.
So how do we know where's all this information coming from?
Them. They say there's no list. They said, "Hey, breaking news! We're releasing what we have. There's nothing." He killed himself, and there's no list.
So why does that implicate? Why does that make it seem like they've been
because
there,
they lied. They said
that there was a list.
Yeah, they said they've been saying there's a list before they got into power. They got into power. Even in February, what's her name said that there was a list. She said it's on my desk. Specifically said that list is on my desk. She came back a couple days ago and was like, well, no. I didn't say the list was on my desk. I said the file was on my desk. And it's like, no, you specifically, when they asked you where the client list was, you said it's on your desk waiting to be reviewed. So you did not say the file. They did not say it. Nobody said file, the whole case file. That's not what they said. And so, you're clarifying now, but back then, Kash Patel said in December of 2023, and also in 2024 at times, he said that they have the list. The FBI has the list, and they're sitting on it. They've not released it before he was in power, all stuff like that.
Do we know that that's what he said for a fact?
Yes.
List?
Yes.
The word list.
Yes. He's got their recordings of him going on Fox, of him going on other stations. He said they have the list. They have who went.
The list of people who
went to the
there?
island. Yeah. People went to the island and people who are, who should be charged and high ranking people, right? And now they're like, yeah, there's no list.
Okay.
And so the thing that's frustrating is like, I'm not as involved in like the whole, like in my head, like, because now there's people are like, well, they're lying now. And it's like, there is a list and they're hiding it because of it's turning into this big conspiracy theory, which it very well could. But also I'm like, well, also they weren't in power. And they were saying what they thought they needed to say to get into power.
Right.
Like, hey, the current administration is not getting the job done. The current administration is not doing what you want. So we'll get in and we'll do what you want. Day one. And he said day one he released the client list as soon as he got in as FBI director.
Yeah.
Didn't happen.
He probably got in there, looked at the list and was like, oh, fuck.
Well, see, here's the thing. I'm not even sure if like maybe there wasn't a list. We haven't seen evidence to say there's a list.
Right.
Besides them saying there was a list. So you need to sit there and look at it and goes, are they lying? What makes more sense? That they're lying now or that they were lying back then?
Either one. So it would make sense if they were lying back then, like you said, to get into power. Because there might have never been a list and they just been like, people wanted to see it. So I'm going to say, yeah, I'll show you the list,
Yeah.
It would also make sense that they're lying now because they took a look at the list and there's probably
there's people on
people that like it might implicate people that are in power now. It probably implicates people who are in power back. Like there's probably how many names are probably on that list if it exists.
This is what I've got for you.
Both parties. All the whole spectrum
Ethan,
of the elite. You know
I
what I mean?
have some fun stuff for you.
Like you have like
this is not. I actually I had a long, lengthy conversation.
Leave the whole Trump and Biden and whatever the divide that's going on right now out of it. Like there's got to be so many people that are on that list from the past too that have already like done great things for the country and everything. Like so, that was probably the place to be for anybody who had any sort of money or power.
Yes,
you know what I mean.
So I actually then went to ChatGPT and I had a lengthy conversation with it where I basically was like, hey, what did they find? What's legit? What do we have? What do we have records of?
Yeah.
Are they lying now? Are they lying then? What's going on? And I had it give me this long, lengthy thing. And basically, so what we have now is a lot of conjecture of accounts. So, because in my head, the first thing I think is like, okay, so they say there's no list, right? There's no list, whatever. Well, there's clearly victims. So what are the victims saying? So let's go take a look at the victims. Now, what I have is a small list of people who were named victims. Victims named these people that were there.
Okay.
So I'm like, okay, you already have testimony there. Paired with the fact that they're also on flight log records. Because we do have flight log records.
Okay, well, there's a list.
But that's not the list that they're talking about is like the claim was that they kept a client list.
Who's they?
They. So
Epstein?
The Epstein and his people kept a client list because what they were doing, because this is where it depends on how far into the conspiracy you want to go. If you want to go full bore conspiracy, he was a CIA plant working to get dirt on politicians to then blackmail them to pass certain things and not pass things. That's the deepest part that I've found that I've willed myself to go look at and go, maybe. Like it's
definitely could happen.
Yeah, it could. What's the evidence for it?
Right.
There's no evidence of him being with CIA, but I mean, that is a possibility. Like, it's not impossible that they do something like that because the CIA has done some crazy shit.
Right.
So, but then the furthest that I'm so that's why they think that there's a list. But then also there's like, well, wouldn't you just also just keep records of people coming to and from the island? And that's where they try to bring flight logs in. These flight logs are not the same as a client list because tons and tons of people flew on his planes. He was a very big, influential person. So there's tons of people that flew in the planes that there's no connection to anything else. Like there's no victim accounts of them, no nothing besides them being on the plane and flying, which is, it's not without suspicion.
Mm-hmm.
You can still be suspicious of that. But I mean, if there's a big, powerful, influential person, there's going to be a lot of people who've got no idea what's actually going on. There's going to be a small group of people who do. So a better example is like, for example, Prince Andrew. Prince Andrew from England. He is named in the logs, named by a client, named by a victim. I almost said client, named by a victim, and there's pictures of him with said victim. So there's a very, very, very good chance that he actually is involved.
Right.
Nothing's happening.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like, there's people on this list that, like, if you were to release this list, it would change the paradigm of the entire world.
Yeah.
It would change the status quo of everything.
So this is
they're not going to do that, guys. Like, no. get over the list.
So here's the thing. So then another reason why the list is so interesting now is because now it's being shown these people who campaigned for Trump because they weren't being campaigned to be elected because they're in appointed positions, but they're being campaigned for Trump, was campaigning on the list. Okay. So then you were lying about the list the whole time. Okay. And so what my point what I'm trying to make is it's concerning that you've got these people who people threw their trust in with. Now they're being shown to their face that they lied to you and manipulated you. And this is difficult because now you are alienating. I would think it's a large section of the base is unhappy, but what the media has been referencing them as the MAGA base. I don't really like that term because that's just a loose term to be thrown at. It's. Can you define MAGA? I mean, nobody defines MAGA in a good way. They just throw it towards conservatives who voted Trump.
Well, yeah, it's got a negative connotation to it because
exactly.
That's what they've made it to be.
So my thing is like these people are now like also Trump's not inability, but his unwillingness to also cooperate and like kind of get this list, whether there is or isn't a list. So for example, when he was campaigning, he talked about he was up there on stage. There's a clip of him saying it. He's like, oh well, Bill Clinton better be careful. If I have a feeling things aren't going to be going well with him because of the the list and everything with that island that they know he went to. He's like, it's not going to be looking good for him soon. And then also you've got, then he also said the same thing with Prince Andrew. He said, oh, it was a disgusting island. You should ask Prince Andrew. He was there. It's like alluding to this list, alluding to this thing that they've seen or heard of that the FBI has they're not releasing.
Well, I wouldn't say that because you have those two names without having the list. So maybe Trump just got that information the way you did.
Exactly. So this is where this is a very complex thing. I've thought about this in a lot of different ways.
I think people need to be more worried about the fact that there could potentially be a list of this sort to begin with, like that this stuff happened, not that we need to release and find out everything about what everybody did. Like the fact that this was happening is like kind of like the biggest issue. Like at this point, he's dead. It's not happening anymore. Like, what do you guys, like?
I think the thing is,
there's got to be a statute of limitations on some of the stuff. When did this all go on?
I'm saying I think they need to find out. They need to find out who went and did these things so they can prosecute them because these are heinous crimes that I don't.
Well, oh yeah, so you're going to throw the leadership of a lot of countries in jail and you're going to dismantle everything. Sounds like an anarchist's dream.
If they raped kids, yeah.
Oh, well, is that what's going on?
Yeah, that's the list.
Oh,
yeah.
Oh, yeah. Let's find them.
That's why when you said statute of limitation, I was like,
oh, okay. See, oh, okay. Yikes. Okay. Awkward. I don't know. I thought it was just some like, I don't know, freaky shit. You know, like what was it?
Oh, you were thinking like Diddy
Yeah.
Diddy parties. I mean, he still
I saw
did
something
some
about
stuff
like
there,
is
but
Diddy
like,
the new Epstein? So I was like, okay, so he's just like human
yeah.
trafficking and like I don't know some drug shit. I don't know. I thought they
no,
were just partying
like
hard.
the part like the orgies and stuff like that. Yeah, like the Hollywood orgies. No.
Oh.
Epstein is known to have trafficked children to these islands, and there's upwards of 200, 250 victims.
Oh God.
Yeah. So like that's why this is such a big deal. I don't blame you for not really kind of following it more because this is a very niche thing. Like
yeah, all I know is like Epstein bad, you know, like
yeah. And I feel like that's what a lot of people have thought, except the people who are very passionate about this.
Yeah, that's crazy.
So it's just yeah, so that's why. Yeah.
Where are they, foster kids? Where'd he find them? You kidnap
Who
them?
knows? Probably. It was, I think,
That
it's
shit's
the
insane.
80s and stuff.
Wow.
80s and 90s. So, yeah, that's why there's like victims who've come forward. And it's like that's why the Prince Andrew thing is crazy to me, and the Bill Clinton thing. Like they've been named by these victims.
How old is Prince Andrew?
Oh God, is he still alive? I don't know.
He's old.
I thought he was that old geriatric.
Oh, which one's the princess around right now? The younger one. What's his name?
Henry.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Prince Andrew was like.
Dang, that's crazy.
Oh, never mind. He's not the one I was thinking of. I'm gonna say this right now. Imagine I've got a big American flag flying behind me and a theme song of American patriotism. I don't give a shit about the royal family in Europe, in the UK. I do not care. They are irrelevant. They mean nothing. We won. So, that being said, when I thought of Prince Andrew, that is not who I was thinking of. But he is still some old dude. He's 65. So,
I mean, the royal family's only relevant anymore because
Duke of York. York is so bad. There's a new one, and we have it. So, boom, screw you. Take that, Europe, UK. I don't care.
The sequels are never as good.
I don't know. Rush Hour 2 is pretty good.
I've never seen it.
Oh, this is my turn to finally be like, you never seen that? Rush Hour 2 is so good. Have you seen the first one?
We're like 1 for 100.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, I've seen the first one.
Okay, the second one's even better.
Really?
Yeah.
You sure?
Oh, positive.
Oh.
Yeah, it's better. Anyway, yeah. So these people are still alive. So
okay, so that is kind of a big deal. Just the whole list thing. If it exists,
yeah. This is why people.
So maybe it's just more. I'm trying to play devil's advocate here. Maybe it's more complicated than that, and they're gonna do things a little bit more quietly because of the ramifications that it could have.
I'm sure it is.
You know, like it might not be as simple as just releasing. Now they got into office, they took these positions, they have the list, and they realized, whoa, let's put the brakes on for a second. We got to deal with this with a little bit more tact. You know, we're gonna get these people, we're gonna prosecute them, we're gonna make things right, but we can't release this kind of information because everybody will go
say they're doing. They're not saying they're doing that.
Well,
they need to say they're doing it because people are getting mad.
Yeah,
because they're like, you campaigned on this, you promised you're going to do this.
Yeah, I just don't like,
and you're not delivering.
So the only reason I'm saying this is with this administration's track record of following up with what they campaigned on, they've been pretty successful with.
Yeah.
So I just want to,
maybe for sure.
Yeah.
RFK Jr.'s done a good job getting in there.
Like, they did everything that they said they were going to do so far, or at least they've been seen to. So they seem to be at least working.
I'm not like jumping around in the bandwagon of like, we need to dismantle and screw them. And I'm like, I do think it's a more nuanced thing. We need to figure out what's going on. But I am irritated. So when I'm talking about this and analyzing this is from like me looking at how people are reacting.
Sure. Oh yeah. Yep.
Not so much me reacting. I don't.
Oh yeah. No, I'm just spouting.
But how are people reacting and what are they thinking and saying? So,
Micah, what do you think? How are you reacting? What did you think when you heard that they're not releasing the list?
Dumb play. Very dumb play.
Yeah.
I thought that's, you either need to release the list or explain why you're not releasing the list, not going, hey, there's no list.
Yeah.
There's two good options. You pick the third one.
You're right. That is kind of a dumb thing to say. I was like, because you're either lying now or you were lying then. Like,
exactly. You're lying at some point. So what is it? And it's almost worse that you're lying now.
Bad move. Yeah.
So anyway, another thing that's really irritating is the cell footage. So the jail cell footage or prison cell footage that they have. So just to be on point. I've been pretty good about this for the past couple episodes. Ethan, since you were in prison, our resident prison expert,
Ayo.
let me. Ayo, shout out. Because so you must know how prison recording systems work, right? Completely, 100%.
Well, there's no cameras in the cells. That's the privacy issue.
Yeah,
but
which
I mean,
hot take. You don't deserve privacy, but.
Well, I mean, if you want to sit there and watch me sleep and that's like
maybe
take
I do.
shits and stuff.
Maybe I do.
Okay, that's
don't
weird,
be the judge of that. There's whole Twitch streamers that they just
you don't lose
sleep.
your basic human rights just because you're thrown in jail.
It is a human right.
Oh my gosh!
I was like, I don't know. I'm not trying to go down a rabbit hole. I was just trying to make a joke.
I don't know. Isn't it in the Constitution or something?
Yeah, I think
prisoners
so.
don't give up their constitutional rights.
They don't get to vote though. They don't get to own a gun though.
They give up some of them, but you don't
see. So this is why I want to have a conversation, probably with Braden, because I think Braden would be very entertaining with this. Is talk about what constitutional rights can you give up, and why do we give up some but not all for certain situations? Like for example, like why do criminals, federally indicted criminals, lose the ability to own a gun?
Well, because a lot of them are probably violent.
It makes sense. So why is that malleable there? But then when it comes down to like, I'm not the privacy is just the one you threw off the top of your head. Like privacy,
because you could have creep prison guards, just like you could have creep anybody. Like that's
so. But I'm saying is like there's clearly a scale here of these rights because here's one that I'm and this will tie in. There's clearly a scale of these rights that we're willing to give to some citizens, but not all citizens, and some people here, but not all people here. So, for example, illegal immigrants and the whole birthright citizenship thing. So that's a big thing in the debate. I'm not going to get too much into it. I haven't done my research, so anything I say will be very, very uneducated. And as much as some viewers probably think, we try to be somewhat educated on this stuff before we talk about it.
Or at least make critical observations. Yeah.
So I'm not going to dig into that one, but this is a little tidbit for thought before I go back to my main topic. Was just why are some rights forfeitable and some not?
Gotcha. Oh, it's a good question.
So I'd like to. I'm going to jot that down and talk to Braden about that because
we can definitely dive into it,
or we can too, because I think that's a very interesting one, and I would have to do a little bit of digging on what defines a right. What is a right versus like for example, what is
part of it probably has to do with.
It's going to be a very big definition thing. Like we're really going to have to define stuff so there's an understanding. Because for example, if you say right, do you mean constitutional right? Do you mean human right? Do you mean like not a right but a privilege? Like there's so many different things you could mean when you say a right. Because a basic human right is not the same thing as a constitutional right.
Right.
And a privilege is not the same thing as any of those.
I would say that like privacy and not having a camera on you 24/7 is a basic human right.
Yeah, but we'd have to. I would like to find where that's supported. I'd like to find where that's like because if we get into this game of like, well, I believe it to be a human right.
Same reason that there's no cameras in like bathrooms at like a retail store where they're worried about theft or a changing room.
No, I know. I'm just saying.
But I'm saying like I'm going down the tangent because we're having a train tangent, so we're talking about it a little bit. Like, is that a human right? Is that why there's no cameras in fitting rooms?
I'd have to see this idea of a human right. Like what defines a human right? I don't know because I haven't looked. Like
what do you think defines a human right?
For me personally, it's like an inalienable
because
right.
A person made up the definition.
Well,
so what is your definition?
My definition of a human right would probably be a right that is see, it's a tough one because if you were to say, like, for example, if you were to say not starving is a human right. Okay, so if you're starving, do you have a right to then steal the food from someone who's eating and eat their food? Like, you don't have that right. So then that's not necessarily a right. You have to. It's like this is a very definition based like topic. I really would have to see. I'd have to have a list of these definitions, and we'd all have to agree on them, or at least agree to disagree on definitions. But anyway, I want to get back to Epstein real quick.
If you're starving, isn't there like homeless shelters and stuff that'll feed you?
No, but I'm saying like in specific situations, like a right doesn't change based on the situation. Like a right is a right. You have this right no matter what. So for example, in your point you're making, if you have a right to privacy, you have a right to privacy. No matter, like, doesn't matter if you're a criminal, doesn't matter if you're just in a changing room, you have a right to privacy.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know the answer. I'm just
No, that's a good point. So we'll say that you guys will maybe hear this later in the episode or next episode. So,
but anyway, we're talking
back
about
to the Epstein.
You're talking
the
about
cell,
Epstein and
yeah,
the cell footage.
The cell footage. So,
like, there's no footage in cells.
No. So sorry, the cell door, like footage of the doors to see who goes in and out. So it's funny because they released this cell footage. They released 11 hours of it.
Was it under maintenance?
And kind of.
Yeah.
So what they found is there's an entire minute that's missing.
Mm-hmm.
And their explanation for the missing minute is, well, for the last couple of years or months, every night at the same time, the cameras all go down. Well, they don't go down. They stop recording. So it's not that they go down. The guards can still see the cameras, but they stop recording for a whole minute to do a system boot or something like that.
Okay.
It's plausible.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, okay, maybe.
Did they go back and verify that?
They released other footage that verifies that they all go down, but it's like if you really want to get conspiratorial and not listen to anything they're saying,
well, let's wait till this minute happens.
Exactly,
and go in there
you could
kill the
dude. But here's
the
other thing: that's not even the worst part of this. The worst part, the footage that they released and said, "Here's the footage of his cell door," and there's a big old door dead center of it, right? And there's a desk, and there's a hallway, and then there's other cells back there. That's not his cell.
How do we know?
Because if you look at the layout of the camera, people have done this. There's one CoffeeZilla on YouTube. He's dug into this. If you look at the layout of the prison, the schematic, the blueprints of the prison, where they're laid out, and they show you the camera they're showing you, they tell you which one it is, and you see the layout, and then you get the public access data of where his cell was, that is not the cell. His cell is down that hallway that you can barely see. Mm-hmm. So there's footage of his cell door, but it's down a hallway you can't even really see.
Yeah.
So that's why my biggest complaint is like, why are you going to sit here and say, we have this footage, there's a minute missing, rile these people up,
right? Release
the footage, and it turns out, and they don't even mention, there's not even a freaking footnote that says this is not his door. Like, they want you to assume that's his door because they don't think people are going to sit there and dig into it.
Oh, well, they never pointed at that door and said that's his cell.
No, but that's the implicit thing.
Sure.
Like that's the front door. That's the first door you see. They say you don't see anyone going in and out of it. That's that. Okay. Cut and dry. And then someone goes, but then they say that's his door down there. That's not his. That's his doors down that hallway you can't see.
Well,
we showed you the footage of in front of his door.
That probably is the only camera in that hallway. You know what I mean? Like,
I don't know if it is or isn't. I'm just saying if you're going to release the footage that says, hey, here's the footage of his door, here's the time gap, whatever, blah blah blah, all that stuff, and it's that door's not his door, and if there is a better footage and they're not releasing it, what the hell?
Okay, well, I like to have my cake and eat it too.
Yeah.
So have people that dived into it that much, have they looked to see if there's another camera that could give you a better angle? Because they spent enough time figuring out that's not a cell door. So we should know if there's another camera down the hallway.
I think this is where
I'm going to say there's not, because then they would have already said that there is. They'd be like, why don't you show us this camera? Because then they would have came out with that, right?
So
whoever that CoffeeZilla guy is.
No, I didn't watch his full thing. That's on me.
Shit!
On him.
Oh, sorry,
that's on me. I didn't get to finish watching it. I got interrupted, and I didn't get to.
Don't cancel me for that.
No,
but I'm just saying. So
he is a really good. But I've seen a lot of his old previous stuff. He does his due diligence. He is one of the best investigative people on YouTube. Like he really digs into everything. He exposes scams. He exposes fraud.
Nice.
It's a really cool channel. He does. So I have to assume at some point in the video he goes over if there's other camera angles or not. I did not get to that clip.
Gotcha.
Thank you, YouTube Shorts, and me not being able to watch the full video. Time constraint.
TikTok brain.
Yes. So.
Time constraint. I mean, no.
Well, both. I mean, I could do it right now if I wanted to, but I'm not going to do it on air. And I could have done it before, like I could have done it before we recorded, but I didn't. So yes, it's on me. It's my fault. Sue me. No, don't sue me, but
Yeah.
I'm the one at fault. So anyway, but it's just food, like another food for thought thing is like, it's like, it's just to me, my frustration is like, once again, I don't really care. It's neither here nor there. I just want people, if there's this list of people, I want them to be held accountable. I want people to be caught for this. I'm not going to sit here and get caught up in the small details and get mad like, oh,
right. So that's
you showed us this door. It's this. And I'm not going to dig into that. My whole thing is overall, what's going to happen to these people that allegedly went to this island.
Right.
If we have information that says they went there, then we need to know that, or we don't need to know that, but they need to get charged and convicted.
It needs to be handled, right?
But
the thing that people
I'm going
need,
to critique their handling of this 100%. They're not handling this that well.
Yeah, well, that's what I'm about to get into. So it's easy for people who are not in that situation to critique somebody who is in that situation and has to handle it.
Yeah.
Like if you were to put yourself in Pam Bondi shoes or Pash Patel shoes, do you think you could do any better? Obviously not, because one, you're not as educated as they are, and you're not as experienced. But even if you were, it's very likely that you might make the same decisions that they are.
I feel like I had this point about when we talked about Israel and Gaza, and you disagreed on that.
Well, what did I say when I disagreed?
I said we're not in their positions when they're going in, so we don't. Israel or the IDF when they're going into Gaza, we can't.
That's different because that's history
doing better. Like we can't say that we can't do their job better, so we can't. So maybe they are doing as best as they can. We can't say for certain that they aren't. So anyway, all I'm saying is it's just funny because that's the exact same argument, just flipped. Our positions are flipped.
It's a little different because Israel's been beating Palestine up over the head for decades. But
yes, but that position of someone's in this position, we don't know if they can do better. It doesn't take the context of.
I'm just saying that. I was saying that for all the people that are getting worked up about it. I was like, they might be handling it as best they can.
I think there's some criticism to be had. When I said,
like the line thing,
the list thing,
like I said, they could have got in there and were like, whoa, pump the brakes. You know what I mean? I'm just.
Then they need to. In my opinion, if that's the case, I don't care if they need to pump the brakes. If they need to pump the brakes to make sure they do
a lot of people might though. That might,
Then those people need to realize the system needs to work differently.
Yeah.
But my thing is, if you're gonna say that, if you're gonna need to pump the brakes, you need to say that. Yeah, they might get mad. You need to pump the brakes, but at least you're being more transparent. You're being more honest about what you're doing instead of, in my opinion, showing footage that's not quite relevant or misleading, not necessarily lying, misleading, or really.
I feel like it's a pretty transparent administration, and if they're being
that's more transparent for sure.
If they're holding back with this, based on how transparent they've been, I would say it's for a reason. Okay. Probably maybe for a good reason.
I hope.
Like I said, I'm saying all this based on how this administration has acted since they've gotten into office.
I hope it is. I really do. I just, once again, my personal opinion, I just am critical of some things that they've.
I don't know a lot about any of it, obviously, because I didn't. So
statute of limitations.
Yeah. So I'm just trying to.
I knew as soon as you said that, I'm like, wait, I don't think he knows.
Trying to think about it from.
No, I get it.
Yeah, I don't know.
I get it. I just, once again, when I'm saying critical of the administration, I'm critical of these people who are appointed. I wouldn't necessarily, this is something. Do I think Trump is over here
with this specific issue?
Yeah. Do I think Trump is over here that involved in all this? Not really. No,
probably not.
I don't think I think he's let them doing what they're doing. It does leave a bad taste in my mouth when Kash Patel is railing so hard on the list for years leading up to this, gets in and goes, oh, there's no list. Mm-hmm. It's like, or at least come out and be like, hey guys, I'm sorry, I was wrong. It's not even that. It's just, hey guys, we're releasing what we have and there's no list. Thank you. Have a nice Wednesday or whatever.
Yeah.
Anyway, it's like I said, it doesn't matter. It's not here nor there. I'm not saying, there is a list. I know there's a list. Maybe there's not. Maybe there is actually not a list. It's just the handling of it seems a little meh to me.
No, definitely. I'm not disagreeing that they're handling it wrong. I'm just trying to figure out why.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I'm saying I don't disagree that, yeah, I said it before, either they lied at the beginning or they're lying now. Either one's bad. Like you said, it's probably worse that they're lying now. If they're lying now.
Yeah. Because before you can at least understand why they're lying. Yeah. Now the only reason they'd be lying is to cover up.
Right. Exactly.
So it's like, okay.
Maybe not the only reason. That's why I said
one of the bigger reasons could be to cover up. Or it could be, like you said, to
handle it with a little bit more tact, which is why.
Which then I would hope them to say that. But anyway, that's my hope.
Right. But the tact that they're handling it with might cause them from saying that, or withhold them from saying
that. We'll see. Time will tell. This will be one of the things.
We
don't normally jump on these stories. Oh,
I guess I'm gonna hold it.
Going freehand. We don't normally jump on these stories like that because I mean, usually the stories change.
It's one is like all the facts aren't out there yet. We don't know exactly what's going on, so it's a lot of it's just.
But also, if you wait too long to cover this stuff, it
becomes irrelevant.
You don't get to cover the stuff. So, I do think they need to be I think they do need to be reminded of this in case that they are, working on it. They can't let people think they've forgotten about it.
Yeah.
But you're also right. Trump's not trying to get reelected, so it's like.
Yeah, I mean, I definitely don't think they should just drop it and forget about it.
And I don't know. Maybe they won't. Maybe, and by the time we post this, so this is dated on July 10th. So if we post this, I don't know, in a couple of days, and they end up actually releasing everything, okay, then we were completely, then the more facts are known, that's great.
Right.
Well, actually, I feel like this is more like July 9th because I haven't really looked anything up today because I came from work, so I didn't get the chance to
I saw
to do any research. But today to see if there's anything new. I saw
some stuff about it yesterday. Yeah.
But anyway,
so about that Israel Palestine thing.
No, we did that in the previous one.
No, we didn't. We just talked about it. We didn't record it.
No, we did. We did with Braden. We talked about Braden. Yeah.
We didn't really talk about you and what you and I were talking about, though. If you want to call me out like that, we got to give them some context.
I wasn't calling you out for the thing. I was just saying that it was just funny because we flipped both. I'm not because call me out then. I'm calling us both out because we both flipped.
Okay.
We just both flipped. I mean, I'm not calling you out. If anything, I'm calling us out for just flipping out. Which you can flip on things. You can have different opinions.
Well, that's why that's why we do this.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? To call each other out
and
everything.
You can have...
We're just having a conversation.
Yeah, and you can have different opinions.
Yeah.
So it's like, in your opinion can change... Oh my God. We've lost that idea. I don't know why. We've lost this idea of like, you cannot change your opinion. Like, oh my God. Like, do you see it? Like,
oh yeah.
People are like, oh, you change your opinion. And then the side you go to rejects you. It's like, no, like, don't berate someone for, I don't know, changing their opinion or opening their mind. I don't know.
Yeah, I literally just saw a post of this, something like that on Instagram. I want to pull it up because it made me think of you. Hold on. Let me see if I can find it.
It's so frustrating to me that like we're so and you hear Joe say this all the time. Joe Rogan says this all the time. People are not their ideas. You need to stop being married to your ideas. You are an independent person. You can have different thoughts and think different things and have different opinions. You do not have to, if your opinion or your belief on something ends up being you think wrong or changes, you can be wrong. It's okay to be wrong as long as you're willing to acknowledge that and change. So yes, that's my little soapbox. And I'm going to stay on that soapbox while Ethan finds this information. So he just nods approval. Thank you. Yeah. So anyway, feel free to, that's the thing too, is like asking questions is how you change your mind. You change your mind through new information. How do you get new information? You have to ask questions. So that's one thing we like to do at the Inquiry Theory. I'm going to get down that rabbit hole where we just plug our thing. We like to ask questions and now give analysis of stuff and, hopefully change our mind along the way at some point, because if we change our mind on stuff, that usually means we gain some sort of information that we didn't know or understand before. So that's my monologue. He's still looking.
I can't find it, but
okay.
Anyways, yeah, it's a good monologue.
Yeah, I'll save that.
Clip that.
Clip it. Hopefully Opus Clips finds it. It might. If it does, whatever. Anyway, yeah, that's kind of what's going on in the administration that I've seen. That's to me is like,
but the unwillingness to change one's opinion is like by definition stupid. Like you're not the ability or the willingness to learn anything.
Well, it's like tribalism. Like you get so like caught in your ideas, and you're like, this is my tribe, this is my people. And it's like I can't split from this.
It's anti-evolutionary.
Yeah,
like it's we're thoughtful beings. You know what I mean? That's what we do. We think and we progress and we change and we create new and better things. You can't do that if you're stuck in the same
rock best rock smash
green
rock best tool. Yeah. Wait, what if we have a better tool over here? It's made out of bronze. No, rock best tool.
Yeah. But no, you're right. The whole fact that people get stuck in their opinions and aren't willing to even entertain somebody else's is literally crazy.
Yeah.
Fun
fact. Also, another fun thing I saw. I didn't do too much digging on this. I just saw. I'll admit I was guilty of this. I saw a quick little headline, made maybe 5 minutes of reading, didn't continue follow up. So, anyway. Remember the No Kings protest?
I
a month ago.
I remember. Like I know we it's been out and about.
We almost went. That's the one we almost kind of went to kind of like.
Oh yeah, well it was going on during the military parade, wasn't it?
Yeah. June 4th. We almost went. Mm-hmm. We were thinking about it. You had to end up having to work, which was kind of one feature. I mean, we could have made it work, but it would have been difficult, and then we weren't. It was kind of a last moment thing. Kind of wish we had, because it was neat, and I feel like people were pretty civil. But that being said, the No Kings protest, if any of you remember, it was June 4th, and basically they were protesting the military parade, Trump having a military parade, because they're saying, oh, he's having a military parade on his birthday, he's a king, and all this stuff. And it's a really dumb take, because like it's for the 250th birthday of the Army, so it's like it just so happens in Flag Day, and it just so happens that's his birthday, and he's going to have it on that day. And you have the military parades on big events like that, that's a normal thing.
Yeah.
I mean, the last time we had a military parade was end of the Gulf War, or
it was Iraq. Something like that.
Yeah. So it's like we haven't had one, and also this idea that he's a dictator. No, he didn't do it in the first 4 years. Like, I mean, come on, people. He didn't do it in the first off. He literally tells you why he's doing it. Military parade for the birthday, Army's birthday. Okay, cool. Oh well, he's doing it for his birthday. Well, no, but okay, sure. Say he is. He didn't do it the previous 4 years. Why the hell not? So this whole narrative of like, oh, he's a dictator and he's doing it because of this, it's stupid.
It's like, and to bolster a little bit of national pride, man.
Yeah,
like come on, like what's wrong with military life? Like if you're not at war, is a good life.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. Like you learn discipline. You got career opportunity. You're
exactly.
You're fit. You're going to live a long time. You got a pension.
Yeah.
You're set up for
like
college, retirement. You get college paid for.
Yeah.
Like why would you not want to be a part of that? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I saw this thing on Instagram of this teacher, and she was bashing the fact that I guess part of the bill was to give more money to the military for recruitment, to bring more recruiters to schools. And she was like bashing that, saying that they're taking advantage of impoverished or like youth in poverty and stuff like that. And she was saying it's a bad thing because like they're like
giving him a gateway out of poverty.
Thank you.
Like
right.
What?
The first thing I thought when I heard that, but she's saying that they're just targeting vulnerable kids. I was like, no, like this, like if anything, that's exactly what they need.
How
you know what I mean?
How do you not even think? Like, how is your first train of thought as we're taking advantage of them?
Yeah, I want to look her up and crawl her out, but I'm not going to do that. But
no,
it was just insane. Like I was like how was that a bad thing?
Was she crying?
No, but she looked like she was about to burst into tears. No, but she was very passionate about it, and I was like, that's, in my opinion, that's a good thing for people who don't have money for school and stuff. That's a good thing for them to do. How that should be out of the question.
Right away. Anyway.
So I just thought that was crazy. Like you saying all that stuff brought it up.
Well, so the No King's Day thing turns out it might have been a scam. The people who
like BLM.
Yes.
Okay, but who made money?
So basically the No King's Day or whatever, the group, they basically went ahead and were like, hey, send us a bunch of money so we can afford all this stuff for events, and we're going to be planning all these events, and here's our contact email and all the blah, 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 all this stuff for like they raised, I don't know how much money they raised, but they were raising money to protest and stuff like that. Well, shortly after the No King's Day protest, people started reaching out to them. They're like, hey, when's the next event? And they emailed them, and they got response emails that says, this email is no longer active. Please submit some ticket to our website. But they basically shut down their contact email.
Wow. Got them.
Yep. Got them. It's like the story. I don't know if it's true, but some Australian dude made like $100K off of BLM during the riots. He just made some page where you could donate, and Didn't even say he's going to do anything. Just made a page to donate, and people donated like $100K, and then he's like, "Cool, thanks."
Yeah.
Like,
What's that? Probably half the accounts on GoFundMe. You know what I mean? Like, that's crazy.
Yeah.
Wow.
So, oh yeah, it's like the Carmelo Anthony's family.
I don't know who that is.
So he's the black kid that stabbed the white kid, and he's
They raised a bunch of money
they raised a bunch of money.
for what?
Moved into a new house.
Mhm.
They didn't buy it. I thought they bought it. They did not. They're renting a new house, brand new, fancy, like mansion, big house, new car, all that stuff like that. And they raised like, last I saw was like $800K. They've now filed for, not bankruptcy, I don't know what the term is, but basically, we can't afford an attorney, so give us a public defender.
Oh, really?
Yeah. And then apparently they started a new GoFundMe for more money.
What?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, they're just milking it now.
Yeah.
Because it's
So whatever happened with that?
So he hasn't gone to trial yet. They, last I heard, was probably a couple weeks ago. And
Is the kid dead?
the white kid? He
stabbed?
died on spot. He died like immediately.
Wow.
The last thing they heard,
And how old was the guy who stabbed him?
they're 17. They're
Both 17?
yeah, they're teenagers.
That's insane.
Or like 16 and 17. They're kids. So a couple things real quick. To anyone who doesn't know, yes, there was a track meet. Carmelo Anthony stabbed, and this is the thing that sucks. I hate this about myself. I hate this about everybody. We don't talk about the victims enough. We talked about the perpetrators. We do not talk about the victims. Mm-hmm. I cannot remember his name right now off the top of my head. And I hate that because we need to talk about the victims. That's what matters.
Right.
But the kid who died, the claim is Carmelo Anthony acted in self-defense. They came up and they attacked him, and he defended himself and stabbed him and killed him. Right. A couple things fishy with that. One, they're at a track meet. Why do you have a knife at a track meet? So then they tried to say, you didn't run track, did you?
No. I played the trumpet.
Opposite of running track.
I marched on the track.
So then his defense tried to say that no, it wasn't a knife. It was a track sharpener, or like a cleat sharpener. Anyone who's ran track before, comment below. What is a cleat sharpener? I'll give you a second here before I share the answer. Doesn't exist. It's not a thing. Spike sharpener, whatever it is. Because for your track cleats, there's the spikes on them. They're actually really fucking sharp.
Mm-hmm.
They're little needles that go into the guess what? They screw off.
Yeah.
And you replace them.
Yeah, with rubber ones or whatever. Yeah.
No. Just a new metal one. Just a new metal one. If you need a new sharp one, you just put a new one. It does not exist.
Who changed it and said
his
it was
defense tried to say that before he went to a public attorney, his defense lawyer was trying to say, oh, it wasn't a knife. It was a track or a cleat or spike sharpener, whatever it was. Those don't exist.
Yeah.
That's not a thing. They don't. You can't find them anywhere.
So what do the witnesses say about the self-defense then?
So anyway, so the claims were the witnesses, there's a lot of witness testimony. It's kind of all over the place. So it's difficult. And also here's the thing, just as a caveat, people always try to say witness, like use witness as a big, indicator of whether someone did something or not.
The truth. Yeah.
Witnesses are like, the stat is mind-bogglingly high of how wrong they are.
Oh yeah, and how much they forget.
Yeah, witnesses are not considered like solid evidence.
Yeah, for sure.
They're not. Witness testimony is one of the most thrown out evidence.
That should be obvious because how many people forget what they had for breakfast yesterday?
Exactly. So anyway, the witness testimony, basically they were saying there was testimony saying that he put hands on Carmelo Anthony. There's testimony that said he never touched him and he grabbed his backpack, and there's some saying he never even did that, and it's all over the place.
Right.
So what do we know? The claim is self-defense. Carmelo Anthony said he put hands on him. No one could corroborate that to an act. No one could say the same story. So that's kind of thrown out. Mm-hmm. And then it turns out they had video footage of the actual assault. So I got two big things that I think is
the video footage should solve it all.
Well, they haven't released the video footage, but I will say this:
Was it with the Epstein file?
Yeah.
Like, why have they not released that?
This Epstein client list is the same place as this. No. So they've used it in the. So here's the thing: they came to the
too
court.
Graphic.
Well, so they haven't released it to public, but they brought it into evidence. After it was brought into evidence, they charged him or indicted him with first-degree murder. so clearly the footage does not show him just defending himself.
Right.
Here's the second point that is a big thing. I think it was CoffeeZilla that pointed this out. Maybe some other YouTuber pointed this out. But self-defense, this is Texas. Texas has self-defense, stand your ground laws, stuff like that.
Absolutely. As they should.
Those do not apply when you are committing a crime.
Mm-hmm.
If you are committing a crime, you do not have the right to self-defense.
What crime was
in the court?
What crime was he committing?
Bringing a deadly weapon to a track meet is a crime.
Yeah. Makes sense.
So while some people are saying he premeditated it, I don't think he premeditated it. He definitely cannot use self-defense because he's committing a crime by bringing a knife. That's why they tried to say track sharpener or whatever, tack sharpener, whatever it was. Because they're like, if it's a knife, we can't use self-defense. And that's his only way out of this is self-defense.
Right.
And he can't. So also it's like, oh, it's a track sharpener. Don't you have it? Like, don't you have the weapon? Like,
right, yeah.
Like your Honor, it was a tack sharpener. Holds up a freaking Bowie knife.
Right. Like, oh, yeah.
And then the
defense rests.
No, the prosecution comes over and goes, brings a track shoe out and the Bowie knife. Defense, would you care to sharpen this for me?
Did they do that?
Nah, that would have been hilarious. That would have been legendary. I would have been like laughing so hard in the back of the courtroom. I've been kicked out. Been like, oh, got him. Burned.
Do you ever watch Suits?
No.
Oh, okay, never mind.
No. But
of course you haven't. I don't know why I asked.
Yeah. Anyway, so that's the little bit. I don't know how we got on Carmelo Anthony, that topic, but
I don't remember.
Not that important of a topic.
But not important at all.
It's not. I mean, it's literally a open and shut case. I mean, they're going to do everything. Whatever.
Well, I'm sure it's important to them.
Well, okay. It's not important to us as the public. Yeah, I know you're messing with me. It's not important. Not important to the people who are drama farming. People are drama farming right now.
I know.
They're like, oh, it's this big. No, it doesn't matter what your opinion. They're not going to change the facts of the case and what's going to happen.
No.
It's just funny to me that his family is now trying to squeeze more money out of this.
It's fucked up, is what it is.
Yeah, it's like. Anyway, so. Yeah, so that's some stuff going on. I don't know. I feel like that was a pretty good amount of tangents.
Yeah,
Yeah, we're coming up on like an hour now, so we can wrap it up. Yeah.
Crazy world, man.
It is a crazy world.
Crazy world.
Yeah. This was just kind of a more chill one. We didn't even have an intro. Look at that. Welcome to the Inquiry Theory. I'm Micah.
Yeah, and I'm Ethan.
Well, there's our intro. I'll just clip it and put it. No, I'm just kidding.
And thanks for tuning in.
Yeah. Thanks everybody for listening. Follow us on all the socials. Do the things. You know the shtick by now. Everyone who you watch on social media or YouTube or whatever says the same thing. We're going to say like, share, subscribe. Spotify, YouTube, Instagram, TikTok. TikTok's a fun one. We like to get into debates there with the people in the comment section and then prove how wrong they are, and then they delete their posts. It's a thing. Watch for it. Go to our TikToks.
That's what we should start doing. We should have like a little...
I'm going to start screenshotting every comment I reply to now.
In some of these trading tangents, we should like read some comments. Like we should just go through and read some fucking ridiculous comments.
Yeah, they make some crazy stuff. It's fun. That dude so hard.
So some of the videos that I watched YouTube Shorts a lot. Mm-hmm. And some of them
the old man's TikTok.
Right, I like it.
I do too.
I'll click on the comments of some of the videos, and it's just fun to watch people go back and forth.
Oh yeah,
and it's funny. Like I love when it gets to the point where one of the persons just loses the argument and they just like stop commenting.
Yeah, and then they just keep going at them.
It's funny.
Yeah, that's what happens in our comment section on TikTok. So check it out. It's hilarious. I roasted that dude so hard. Not really. I just kind of showed him how wrong he was in a polite way, and he deleted his comment. So how nice.
I'm gonna download TikTok just to read them.
Oh yeah, 100%. It's great.
That's awesome.
So anyway, thank you for watching, and tune in next time.